what happens if you suddenly are confronted with not the love of your life, many years later, the love of your youth, maybe your first love. Some people say you only ever love once, really. But what if you don't meet that person again, but you meet their offspring who remind you of them and who are like them, but who are not them? And so it was something I'd been thinking about for a while, and I decided to make that. And we went on a location rec here in Switzerland. I grew up in Switzerland, my family is Swiss, so Switzerland was an obvious choice in a way, because I wanted mountains, I wanted remote, and I wanted to really take George, this character, into as far away from people and the hustle and bustle of London life, if you like, as possible. And we were looking around, we asked a lot of people, and we found this website which said, on the first page it said, "You won't find us by accident." And then it just told you a little bit about the valley. And I thought that's the kind of valley I want. I want the kind of valley where you wouldn't be ending up by accident, where you had to really go and know how to get there. And we drove to the very end of the valley, as far as we could, until there was a sign saying no further. And then we walked for half an hour, and then we saw a house, and we knew that's the one we need. We shot the second half of the film first. We spent 2 weeks in the Swiss Alps. And we lived in the house. I lived in the house where my character lives, and the camera crew lived upstairs, and so we really stayed there, and we lived the life of George for a while. So it became very close, it became very important. And the valley, they were so nice to us, they were so helpful. He gets to know his father, and he gets to know his origins. And for George, he gets a way out and back into his life. He's taken himself out of life, which is why it's called the Hour of Living, because it's after Horace, who said, "He who postpones the hour of living is like the man who waits by the river for the water to run out before he crosses." A very complicated way of saying carpe diem. And George hasn't done that. So for George, it's really a way back into his life.